What's up, guys? Hockey TikToky is back again with another video. Today, we're talking about the Edmonton Oilers and the Kings of Los Angeles. So, the series started off, guys, 2-0 for LA. And then 3 games in a row, the Oilers have come back and taken the lead in this series. And I am not surprised, yet I'm a little bit upset about it, guys. I'm trying to find the right words to describe how I feel, but honestly, guys, it's not looking good. LA, they started off so strong. They were dominating Edmonton in game 1 and 2. They were making Stuart Skinner look like a joke. They ran him out of the crease, and now Edmonton switched to their backup goalie and has taken over this series. In fact, I saw a stat the other day when I was watching Game 5 that said Edmonton had outshot LA by I think it was 3-1 margin, a 3-1 margin over the last 5 periods or so. So they were killing them in that game. They were killing them in the Game 4 overtime and third period. And basically LA has just kind of they've fallen right off, guys. And I'm really mad about it because I thought this was going to be the year. I really thought this was going to be the year that LA was going to overcome Connor McDavid and the Oilers and take him out in round 1. But it looks like it's not going to happen, guys. So, anyways, that series was probably the most interesting one for me to talk about right now. It's the hot button thing, and I made a little short the other day where I was talking about a goal that the referees and the situation room, or whatever they call it, allowed to be scored by Evander Kane. It looked like he kicked it in the net from my perspective. Even goaltender interference might have been part of it as well, but apparently that goal counted. A lot of people I had commenting on my short were saying, oh, he didn't kick it in, he kicked it hit the goalie, and then he smacked it in. But at the end of the day, guys, I had another guy comment that said, oh, the NHL wants the Oilers to make it into the next round because they make them more money or something like that. I don't know about that, but I'm just saying I heard that rumor going around. What else? Toronto is terrible at closing out series. Every time they have a chance to move on to the next round, they seem to lose. In fact, they have a record of 1-13 in closeout games in the past, I think 5 or 6 years or whatever. So the Toronto Maple Leafs suck at closing out series. That's the other big news story. Ottawa has come back from being down 3-0 to now have a puncher's chance of getting back within the series. I think they won game 4 and 5, and game 5 they won in a dominant fashion, 4-0, guys. That's pretty strong. I think one thing that Ottawa did that a lot of people might be overlooking is they signed Linus Ullmark from the Boston Bruins, a Vezina caliber goalie. And I feel like as soon as they got that type of goalie, all their young players took that big step forward and kind of look like they're ready for the playoffs now. So that's a really, really interesting series, Toronto and Ottawa. What else happened? Carolina has advanced to the second round. So they beat New Jersey. I think it was in 5 games. So we've got our first team that has punched their ticket to the second round of the playoffs. Carolina, congrats to Carolina Hurricanes. I was probably the least interested in this series right from the get-go. I think it was the first matchup that was locked in from the end of the regular season. Carolina had basically clinched second place in their division, and New Jersey had basically clinched third place in their division because Washington had run away with first. It was sort of a foregone conclusion that Carolina and New Jersey were going to match up in round 1. I think New Jersey had a ton of injuries all over the place. Their top players were out. Some of their top defensemen were out. Their goaltender was it. Like, they basically were just injured throughout that series, and they didn't really have a chance. Carolina looks like they really want to make that push to the next round, and finally get past the hump of being stuck in the Eastern Conference, never getting past the Eastern Conference final. They want to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. So, anyways, that's kind of the biggest 2 or 3 stories of the last little bit. We're getting closer and closer to finding out who won the prediction game that I made with my sweet wife Zara. We basically did a playoff prediction video where we were kind of deciding who we think is going to win each series and how many games. We're getting closer and closer to finding out who's going to be the big winner of that. Vegas has taken a lead against Minnesota in their series. Dallas, I believe, is winning against Colorado. Oh, here's another big one. Canadian team, Winnipeg. They started off super strong beginning of the playoffs. They won the first 2 games, and now the controversy is what is going on with their goalie. Connor Hellebuck seems to falter in the playoffs. Hellebuck is like one guy in the regular season and a completely different person in the playoffs. It's like he forgets how to play good. He's like a Vezina caliber goaltender for the whole season, and then he just somehow, I don't know if it's the pressure or what, but Connor Hellebuck needs to figure his game out, because St. Louis has been really just putting a lot of pucks past him in the last couple of games. So that one's an interesting one. Can't wait to see what happens with Winnipeg and the Blues. Who else did I not mention yet? Washington, Montreal has been fun. And the Battle of Florida is going the way of Florida's side usually, and I think a lot of people predicted that. But anyways, today is just a short little video, guys, to update how I'm feeling about these playoffs and kind of mention what I'm thinking. And I hope you guys will tune in to the big conclusion of the playoff preview.